130 days, 1,096 nautical miles with just under sail. Today is kind of exciting and scary at the same time.
Moment of truth is here. Got the key. I'm a little nervous, I'll be honest. I'm almost speechless.
Well, today is kind of exciting and scary at the same time because we're finishing to put all of the engine back together and hopefully we're gonna get to test it out, but it's like I'm really excited because we might have an engine, but at the same time I'm just a little worried or apprehensive just in case we messed up something and it doesn't start. But I'm gonna be positive and say that everything's gonna work. It has to work. Otherwise, I really don't know. It's been a month, so it has to work.
Moment of truth is here. We finally get to close up the delicate parts of the engine, putting the valve cover on now. Then we just slap everything back together. It shouldn't take too long, and we should be ready to test start the engine.
Are we actually gonna be able to, because it's pouring rain?
Well, I guess a little rain won't hurt us.
Yeah, but batteries?
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll be at least ready to start it. Alright, this looks clean. Alright. Mounting you on. Doo-doo-doo. Beautiful.
I'm making a gasket for the exhaust elbow because apparently the gasket didn't come in the $200 kit. So
what is that stuff? Mario, our friend Mario gave it to us?
Yes.
Like months ago?
And it's some sort of gasket maker that they use for like jets. So it should be super good. And it's rated for like 800 degrees.
So yeah, we got
plenty.
So we're never gonna get anywhere near 800 degrees on this thing. So she's gonna lather that up and hopefully it will seal our exhaust well. Maybe we'll put a little bit on the other side. Unless you put it thick enough on this side, then we won't need to.
Okay.
Alright, we got our gasket material. Time to slap this sucker on. It's time to put some oil in this sucker so it's all lubed up properly. Just getting the lubrication moved around the engine a little bit. Man, this will be hard to start. Oiling our thermostat. We replaced it not that long ago, but I just want to make sure that it opens properly. The end of the thermostat right over there is now open, so that's telling me that it opens. Throwing the thermostat back in. This hole on the top of the thermostat is supposed to go towards one of the bolt holes. I don't think it matters which, because really there's openings on either side. So if it goes this way towards the bottom bolt, the opening faces me. If I put it towards the top bolt, the opening's still facing me. So I'm just gonna put it towards the bottom bolt and just slide her on in. I put the gasket.
Brand new gasket. We've been replacing almost every single gasket.
Get this guy installed. Although I think I tightened this in the wrong spot, but we can still put the bolt through this guy.
What is it, like a 30 amp alternator I think we have?
Yeah, I think so. There we go. Perfect. Connecting the fuel lines. We're getting closer and closer.
We're getting somewhere.
This is getting the water pump ready. Putting the hoses on both ends of the water pump. And I'm going to continue working on the fuel system. Get the injectors in. Already got the lines hooked up. And we're almost ready to go. So nice having a girlfriend with smaller hands than yourself. She's able to do all the little dainty screws that I have trouble getting to. So she's just connecting the linkage for the throttle right now. Alright, we gotta slide this down, so I gotta loosen that a little. Alright, we're almost ready. We got the belt for the water pump. Now I'm just setting up the alternator belts. And we're getting pretty close to ready to start it. This belt's tighter than the other ones, that's for sure.
They're brand new belts. How can you tell if the belt has the right tension?
You push on it. Bleeding our fuel system. So I still don't have the injectors on. I want to make sure the high pressure side of the pump, which is this, gets fuel to it first. And so I've got the lines here, and the fuel should start coming out of here once everything is primed. But it's going to take a little while because this filter's empty and the other filter's empty. Normally we put fuel in those filters, but again, we like to do things the hard way. But I do have this little compression ball over here that should make it pretty... Oh.
Is the water fuel leaking out of somewhere?
I just hear air.
Something that's fully
Is this
tight?
not tight? Did we not tighten?
Oh no, I didn't tighten that. No, I feel like I did, but double check it. That's why I said like double check all the lines. I see diesel.
We're on to our second bleed screw. Now we might need to re-bleed all this. Got fuel out of this one. Oh, now the fuel's coming out of the other one. Just make sure it's good and primed. I got the two injectors mounted upside down. I just want to make sure that from cleaning them we didn't mess up their spray pattern or make them get clogged, which I highly doubt, but you never know. So I'm just going to hold this out in front of it so it doesn't spray me in the face and turn it over.
Oh, it's sprayed.
There's one spray.
Yeah, and it's beautiful little run. Oh, now you're just moving.
This is why you want to have something on top of the injectors when you're spraying, because if you can see, there's these little holes burnt through the cardboard where we get both of the injectors spraying, and it looks like it's pretty nice patterns. That one got a couple spray at the same place.
We're ready to install our injectors. Woo! This should be the last step before we can fire it up.
And Corey had to disconnect these two little metal holes in the front because we couldn't get the injectors in. Everything has the right order of being set up.
Yeah, it seems that way.
But then that means we also lost the priming in those connections.
It shouldn't be too bad, but it definitely...
And we kind of had to like set it up that way so that we could test and make sure the injectors were
We're ready to slap the retainers on. That one, and then this one. And then these are getting torqued down to 14 pounds. A brand new air filter. Hopefully it stays oil free.
I was a little too excited. He forgot we had to put batteries in.
Ugh. I think we're ready. We gotta go through our checklists though. So the fuel, we prime the fuel so we know that there's fuel getting to it. We turn on the water. It looks like the water pump or the sea strainer is getting water, so we should have water flowing through. We've tightened everything up. We connected the batteries.
We've turned by hand the crank to make sure there was oil lubricating everything.
Yeah. Filled it with oil, transmission fluid. I don't think there's anything else.
Batteries are fully connected.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to do us the honors?
Got the key. I'm a little nervous, I'll be honest. Ugh. Fingers crossed.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a quick test of the starter. I think the decompression levers are still in the off position, or not in the normal position.
What's that sound?
That's normal.
Oh, that's the closest.
good news. We did it! Alright, I gotta go down and check on stuff. Just make sure that it stays above 1,000 RPM.
Okay.
So it seems like there's a bit of water coming out of the gasket holding this part here. So I'm just soaking it up. I've tightened up these 4 bolts, and we can double check now if there's still water coming out. Looks like it's coming out from the bottom side of that gasket. So yeah, this is what we're doing now, is just checking for leaks.
Speechless. This is just, wow. We actually got it working. I had I don't know, I thought we'd do it, but at the same time I was just so scared because we knew nothing about engines. Like we've got the bare minimum knowledge, but the manual helped tons, like super detailed instructions. And then whenever we had questions or needed tips, we'd reach out to my brother Nico or Graham, or a good friend of ours. And the 2 of them combined with the book and YouTube videos made it possible. Like this is just, it's incredible. Like I'm still in like, I'm just so excited. The adventure will continue. It's not, because if the engine didn't run, the adventure would have just, like I don't know what we would have done, because it would have been way more money to buy a brand new engine or figure out something, plus hurricane season. So this is just, it's just such a relief. Like we've been going on for 130 days under sail only, without any engine. Our engine died back in January and it's now June 4th. And we covered 1,096 nautical miles with just under sail, which is pretty crazy. So we saved tons of money on diesel, which made up for spending $637 American to fix up the engine, change the piston, a bunch of, so many different parts. Like we replaced so many different things. Replaced most of all the gaskets that we've taken out. We've put some brand new ones, some brand new hoses. Like we've just been super thorough in just making sure the engine was good. So I think it's time for a beer. How do you feel?
Oh, ecstatic. The engine's running again. I'm almost uneasy because I think the engine's not running right, but it actually is. It's just I haven't heard it in so long. It always had a little bit of a knock to it, and I think that's just a normal sound for diesel. But I tightened up the bolt. Thermostat goes in because I thought it was the actual housing for the thermostat, but it turns out it's the thermostat itself. I ended up stripping not the bolt thankfully, but a lock washer on it, trying to tighten them, and luckily we had another lock washer, so we just replaced it. But having just the thermostat leak and no other oil leaks or anything like that, I am ecstatic. I'm so happy. The oil, I checked the oil level, it's down a little bit because it circulated through the system and filled the filter. But the oil isn't black anymore. It doesn't get black as soon as we start it after an oil change. So that means there's no carbon getting into the oil, which means it seems like everything's running good. It's sealed up, and I'm almost speechless. I can't really fully fathom that we rebuilt an engine here at Anchor. And yeah, I think I'm gonna enjoy a beer now.
Cheers.
What do you have there?
I have our new Mantis bow roller. Oh, and we got some cozies.
Sweet.
This is exciting. So that's kind of a replacement from our other one that got bent. So you have lifetime warranty on all the metal products of Mantis, and we've got to send them the other one back so that they can analyze it and make things better. Because it was just this part here that ended up bending.
Yeah.
Well, cheers to all of us! Woo! We are in Flagger Beach at the Golden Lion with Julie and Sean, my sister and her husband. And we're enjoying life, getting away from the engine. No more engine.
Oh, there are.
That is it. What kind of fish?
Who knows?
Anyone knows what kind of fish?
Delicious fish.
Tilapia, you say?
Probably some tilapia, some white whitefish. Oyster eating from.
Oh, that's dripping.
Nothing's wrong with that.
Wow. Yum.
Dippin' Dots. What do you think of that?
It's so weird. They're good though.
This was completely destroyed.
Really, eh?
From not sure if it was the last hurricane or the one before, but I think it's been hit twice.
Yeah, well,
So the whole beach was gone, the whole street here was completely gone. So they redid everything.
That's crazy. And it's growing well. Whoa! Some crazy lightning happening. It's kind of funny, since we've gotten to Florida, there's been so many thunderstorms, like almost every single day. It's been super, super rainy. And every time we hear the lightning or see a squall come through, I was terrified. I didn't want to drag into the docks. I didn't want to just end up grounded somewhere. But now that the engine's fixed, it's such a relief. Like, it's like, at least I know we've got a bit of a backup if the anchor lets go. I mean, there's tornado warnings today, so I don't think having an engine would help with that. But hopefully nothing's gonna hit us. There was a tornado in Orlando yesterday. Everything's just so crazy with the tropical storm Cristobal. Like, there's just insane flooding all over the place and a bunch of weirdness.
We haven't had an engine in so long, so it's hard to tell what it's supposed to be doing.
Actually on the move after over a month.
Some serious speed issues. Less than 3 knots.
Adding some speed to our boat. Naturally looking forward to jumping in there.
So happy that it was just